All right, guys, I'm at the field to do the Maiden on the Marauder, and it's just long story short, but I've got gunfire off in the distance. I've got some music being blared, so it's the conditions right now are just, it's why I haven't posted this video sooner. The wind has been as usual, right? And anyway, I'm just going to try and get some footage up so you guys can see this plane fly, and I'll probably do some studio dubbing so you can so we can talk a little bit more about the experience. But for now, I'm just going to get the plane up in the air, let you see it fly, and we'll go from there. So you hear the gunshots? Yeah, so guys, while I was at the field, I was so distracted with the mariachi music, the gunfire, the dogs barking, and the bad wind conditions that I completely forgot to give a shout out to our friends at Bitco Hobby, who supplied this B-26 for review. So if you're in the market for any Dynam warplanes, electronics from Detrim like the Blitz DT9, ESCs, radios, stabilizers, flight computers, and those killer Tomcat motors, make sure you check out Bitco Hobby. They've been good friends of the channel, and they'll take care of you. All right, there we go. Let's go fly. Here we go with the Maiden of the B-26 Marauder. I'm going to do some ground taxiing just to trim it and make sure it tracks straight down the runway, and then I'll take off. That actually looks pretty good. I also want to take a look at that elevator because it's a two-part elevator, and lately with my planes I've been having some pitch up on takeoff. I'm just going to check that surface one more time and make sure that it is where it's supposed to be, and it looks good. That is good on both sides. All right, flaps are up, and I don't use flaps on initial maidens, and I'll leave the gear down as well. This is just a maiden flight to verify the plane flies, to check the center of gravity, to get it trimmed up, and then get it home and do an inspection on it. So that's what I do on my maiden flights. So this will be relatively short because honestly, wind conditions aren't great, and it's just one of those days, you know. I want to get it up, get it down, and call it a day. So we're just going to take off, and here we go. That took some effort to get off the ground. Big bird is 5 pounds, if you didn't know that. All right, I just did a one-click trim, and now I'll fine-tune the trim a little bit with the sticks. The good thing about being a 5-pound bird is that it should be a little more easy to handle in the air, and I have it on mid rates right now. I don't like that. I'm going to high rates. I don't like the response I'm getting on the ailerons on mid rates. Yeah, that's wind, guys. I can't do anything about that. That wind is just nasty, but it's flying straight. I don't have any problems with the way it's flying right now, other than the wind, of course. I do have a stabilizer in this plane, but I'm not going to use that on the Maiden. I just want to get familiar with the plane a little bit first. There we go. Sorry, I know that looks sloppy, but there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not even going to bother trying to yaw trim it today, because I just, again, it's kind of one of those days. You do need some yaw to make the turn. It skids, noticeably skids on turns if you just yank and bank. So you do want to use that rudder to make your turns. Wow, wind is just unbelievable. I'm gonna try a roll. But does not like to roll. It did not like that one bit. It's almost like it hung at the top of the roll with the wing in the air. I thought I was gonna have to abort. but that's all right. You know, it's a bomber. I really don't think it's supposed to roll. And it's got some dihedral in that tail too, so. All right, that's it. I've flown a couple circuits. It's trimmed, it's flying flat. I'm gonna do some approaches and see if I can get it on the ground. Unbelievable. That's why I didn't want to fly today. That's why I shouldn't have flown today. Let's try it again. I'm coming in a little hotter this time. Man, that was rough. Rough landing. But it's down. And I lost a prop, of course. Yeah, I haven't done that. I haven't lost a prop in I can't even tell you how long. Been a long time. But yeah, broke a prop. Alright guys, that wraps up the Maiden for the B-26 Marauder. And again, the wind noise was so bad that the recording at the field just got swamped by wind noise. Now, I don't blame the airplane for what happened on those landings. To me, that was definitely caused by wind. But stick around because I've got footage from subsequent flights with the plane, and you'll see some additional challenges I ran into flying this aircraft. What the heck is going on with this thing? I don't know what is going on, but it is all over the map. What the heck, man? My hands are going crazy right now. I'm having a real hard time controlling this plane. And I don't know why. I gotta land it. There's something not right about this at all. What the hell? I don't have any. That was like the worst flight ever. I'm gonna take this thing off the wing. It was whatever was going on. I'm sure that's not making it any easier. No idea. No idea why. And that's perfectly balanced too. Flaps are up. I really don't know what that was all about. We're going to try it again. I really don't know what happened there. Well, that's better. It's not flying all over the place this time. Man, that was terrible. I wonder if that was a run cam doing that. Maybe it was run cam causing that problem. It was kind of weird though. I have a hard time believing that on such a big plane. It's flying a lot better now though. Alright, I'm going to bring the gear down and land it. There's gear down, all three are down. Yeah, not a lot of talking on this one, guys. I got to be honest with you, that last flight just kind of scared the devil out of me because it was not behaving at all. It's floating a little bit. I think I'm going to have to use the flaps because it feels like in order to slow it down enough, I'm going to need the flaps because I got to keep some power. Without power, it feels like it balloons. It's kind of weird, but I'm going to go ahead and add landing flaps and see if that helps. Actually, takeoff flaps. That wasn't bad. Yeah, the takeoff flaps did the job there. Now this plane's a handful. I can see why they called this the Widowmaker. Man. All right, well, we're on the ground. That's the Maiden. You guys saw it, so I'll cover the build review when we get back to the shop.